tanking up turret shots. Double left has got his double kill, and that's it.
There's just something about AD carry players, you know? You want to be the carry, you want to do the damage, and so it brings out like a person's competitiveness.
Jump in, he wants to go all for it. Now Exhaust is down. Baby's jumping, he's looking for it. Barrier is popped, he steals away the health pack.
就是只要有机会，他们就会想要做一些 play 的那个，就是想要，可能就像每个会战都想要拿个 pentakill 这样。我觉得是每个 ADC 都会想这样。
Uni's exhausted as well, and he's just gonna keep going for it. The minions keep attacking. That's it. Bray takes it.
그러니까 올스타는 약간 즐기기도 하고 좀 자기를 뽐낼 수 있는 자리라고 생각하기 때문에 충분히 더 과감하게 해서 좋은 모습 보여줄 수 있었으면 좋겠네요.
Ignite for score. He wants to finish this up. Can he do it? The stun! The outplay! The Poros go flying!
I think it's really hard to put your finger on who is better than the other one.
In the elite tier of ADCs, it's like me, Uzi, and Reckless.
제일 잘하는 선수를 꼽으라면 저를 꼽고 싶은데 제 입으로 말하기 좀 그러니까 2명 꼽을게요. 한국에 있던 저랑 그냥 유럽에 있던 뭐 레클레스 선수 정도.
레클레스 我非常期待他吧，因为就是他每次在世界舞台上的表现都挺好的，就是没有做过对手。
这次最想面对的选手是 ULI， 因为我之前就是以前跟他打的时候，基本上都是会输他。
I actually want to play against Uzi because in my entire career, I don't think I've ever played against him. But he's somebody who I studied really closely because when I hit a plateau, I watched his VODs a lot to improve my gameplay.
I got inspired to play the carry from a double Rift, and I really want to go to this match. It's gonna be quite cool to see who comes up big and who doesn't.
Welcome back to All-Star 2015, where Team Ice and Team Fire are about to take to the Rift as the players focus on the carry in AD carry. It's going to be Marksman mode. That means that players must choose from a champion pool of Marksmen. They can only buy boots, potions, and they can only build AD or AP items and their components, so no tank items, and a pool of 20 AD carries or Marksmen. No bans. Teemo is in there as well.
Interesting.
Interesting.
AP items, you say. AP Israel, maybe? One shot everything?
Mm-hmm. What would be your top 3 if you had to choose a champion?
I mean, Lucian, I would go Quinn, because I think she can just roam around, kill anyone. And I would go Twitch as well, because if you get the opener, you can basically 1v1 any AD carry, you should be able to. Give me Ghostblade first, though, not Hurricane. Like, you don't need Hurricane. You're not going to team fight here. It's just going to be small fights everywhere against each other.
Niels, who'd be your
I think it'd be like Quinn, Corki, and then whatever can be the last one.
Why don't you guys like Kindred? I'm telling you, Kindred is going to be beast in this mode. Not only will she take over from the jungle, she will take over any lane from early in the jungle. She's extremely strong early, but also her ultimate, there's no melee on the other team. The ultimate's only going to be your team. Only your team's going to get the heal.
Well, we saw Double play melee Lucian. So he's probably going to be in there as well.
True. Double
from
in
that,
the game. All right, he might go melee.
Well, let's take a look at the lineup starting off on the blue side. For Team Ice, we will have Cora1, top laner from LPL. Then we have Reckless for Europe, Uzi from LPL, CIS is Lex, and on support, Dimonko. So 380 carries from Team Ice, top and a support. And on the red side, representing Team Fire, we have for the top laner Marin, then we have Prey, BB from the LMS, and then Double Lift, of course, from the NALCS, with the support Afro move. So looking at these lineups of obviously the 380s, top and a support, what do you think the dynamic will be like?
I think Team Fire will have a small advantage because Afromu obviously used to be an AD carry. And the 2 top laners should be almost the same, playing AD carries. And then Dimonko, we don't really know too much about his past.
Factor.
Is he going to be like a former AD carry star or anything? I'm not expecting it. So Afromu should be able to do more. Obviously, Reckless and Uzi, those are the 2 guys you're looking at to carry. Double will probably try. I'm not sure. No, I didn't mean it's a bad thing. He's going to try and beat a carry. I'm not sure if he's going to succeed against Uzi.
Niels, what do you think?
That was not a bad thing.
I'm just thinking about, is there going to be a junglers in this game, or is it going to be like 2-1-2? Or is it going to be like Kindred jungle?
Kindred and Quinn?
Yeah.
I've seen
Kindred?
I've seen some Quinn jungles, some Ezreal jungle.
Now you're thinking. Now you're on the train. There you go.
Even some Ezreal, Quinn, Graves.
Quinn and Kindred are the 2 best AD carry jungles.
Yeah,
so.
probably.
And then Graves.
I've seen some Graves and some Ezreal.
Graves is
Graves is useless, so.
Well, we'll see what happens. The players are ready, so we're going to send it down to the casters to cover this all-damage clash.
Thank you very much. I absolutely love the dissent on the analyst desk about which champions are going to be played. And that's why we brought Freak in as an AD carry main, as a number cruncher. The champion pool is going to be interesting. What are you most expecting in which roles?
So I think that the call on the junglers is correct here. Like, outside chance of Graves, but obviously, like, Kindred and Quinn are the two you're going to be looking at the most. What I'm actually really interested in is... I guess you can't buy tank items anyway. My initial thought was, oh, you need a mix of damage. Like, Teemo's a really big deal. You can't play Cannon, but maybe Kog'Maw or Corki does magic damage. But you can't buy tank slots anyway. Like, I don't even know if you can buy, like, a Hex Drinker or Maw of Mortius. So, like, if there's no defensive stats, then, like, mixing damage doesn't matter at all. And, but anyway, then it comes down to the really big things being hardcore engage. I think Ashe is a must pick in this mode because you will pick someone off with it. Yeah, support Ashe I think is the best one there.
No,
and you go from there.
I definitely agree there. I think Varus support is something I initially thought of, but Ashe is like the better version of that. In terms of top lane, I think you should get Quinn top, Kindred jungle. You could mix like an Urgot in there because just raw damage reduction on all these AD carries might prove valuable from the passive.
And of course, to remind everybody, if it is selected as a marksman in the client, with the exception of Cannon and Jace, those are only two that you will not be able to play. Everything else is up to the players. Blind pick mirror is enabled. So we need to see what goes which direction. For Team Ice, they've already locked themselves in 4 of 5.
I like most of what Ice has done because then the extension after pick Ashe for the engage is pick more long-range skill shots. The only hard engage is Ashe, and there are no real heals, there are no disengage tools, so just getting to do damage from 1200 range away is a really big deal, except for you were pointing out the Callista there to save whoever might be the target.
And you've got a tank AD carry in Urgot.
Well, you can't build tank items, though. Like, you get a shield that scales off your mana. So, yeah, okay, you can buy a Mana Mune and, like, stack up a little bit of it, but these are still squishy.
Resistances if he can swap.
Yeah.
But good luck getting
actually, it's damage reduction now. That got changed a little bit. But.
Yeah, definitely, like, so the engage for Ice here is the Urgot swap, but I don't know if you want to stand still against 580 carries. Generally, in my experience, that leads to death, but, you know, many things in my experience lead to death. But, yeah, face call, more importantly, you can pull people out and then just re-engage. Knockups in a mode where there's a lot of burst and 0 resistances is a pretty strong engaging tool. Overall, though, like for Fire, I think if you get caught, they have so much damage.
What I really like is there is a difference in team compositions for both of these teams. Prey has got Flash Smite on Quinn, and Lex has got Flash Smite on Corki. Now, I don't know if that's going to be for lane or jungle. We will have to see how that pans out, but gentlemen, we have 2 different AD carry team comps for Team Fire and Ice.
And we also have a trader on Team Fire. Aftermoon is running Arctic Ops Varus here. We actually had matching color schemes for most of these guys. You got Frosted Ezreal, Freljord, Queen Ashe, and then look, next time you see Aftermoon on your screen, just be disappointed in the fact that you picked the blue color scheme here.
Well, he knows who's going to win.
Wow, that's kind of messed up. I mean, he's still laning with Doublelift. Like, have they already separated again?
Yes, correct. I do have to ask, though, Crepo, what's your opinion on the team comps? I use that term very, very loosely.
I mean, it depends. You're going to play a strategic game. Sieging is interesting. There's a lot of, like, return damage here if you're sieging, so AD carries generally can wave clear incredibly well with their powers combined, so it'll be a very pick-based game. Since these guys all know the limits of these champions, I feel like they very rarely will get into a fight they can't get out of, so it's all about reading the game. So crucial will just be the Varus ultimate, the Ashe arrow, and then Prey being pinged out when he roams.
Karo's also smart enough to realize he's going to run teleport up to the top lane there, so Marn's going like full damage up there, and he's like running Ignite Ezreal. Koro, like, I feel like should win lane with this.
Koro is running Corruption Potion too, though, with Urgot, with the repetitive damage, the fact that you can trade better 1v1. Marn will definitely keep his distance and just spam Q until he has all win range. That is kind of the way you want to play that matchup, but Urgot is incredibly strong in isolated laning, especially when he's not sharing experience with his support, and he can actually just 1v1
Level 9
you.
is crazy on
the problem is just that you're so prone to ganks, but...
no, Quinn is obscene.
True,
like,
but
to
no
be fair,
CC,
as far as, like, jungle presence, well, I mean, at least, like, she has the hop, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
jumps in, he slows you down, lands the Q, lands another auto attack. Like, as far as, like, junglers, like, yeah, this is honestly, like, something that's going to be, I think, really good for Prey.
Alright, so Koro takes a small golem here. Prey is doing what junglers do.
Oh, okay, not bad, not bad.
No,
see if he gets patient, let's see.
See the patience.
Yep, watching the patience. Alright, I'm going to work that out, actually.
I think I've actually played more Quinn jungle games than Prey has.
And was that a good start for Prey Quinn jungle?
I did actually see if he had, I guess, yeah, if he E's off, he gets the vision on the target, so he gets to actually like keep hitting over the wall.
Neither bot lane did a camp, so they level up on the 9th creep, so we're about to see some action in bot lane if they get to level 2, but it's like not really gonna happen.
Well, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, Marn.
Now Marn
he
goes
missed the Q.
forward.
Did Koro skill E?
They've overestimated the direction there. Reckless down bottom with the support Ashe, which is something we were expecting. Pepper, you were anticipating the support Varus, so a slight change, but I like the chain of corruption into bullet time. There's a wombo combo, if you will.
It is the only area of effect crowd control, really, that the AD carry is going to have here, so that's actually an interesting thing. Also, I kind of like that Lex and Demonco aren't laning together. Like, you actually have Rush Hour just, like, playing together like they've done for, like, multiple years. They've actually still got the synergy going on. And then you got kind of this broken up...
the tower shots. It may not be enough, though. Prey's jumping forward. Will get some auto attacks down. Trading 1-for-1. But Prey...
Assist, though.
Yeah, gold advantage Team Fire.
And the lane can be decided where he wants to go by Prey here. And this is what we will see very often in an isolated laning phase. 1 support hits level 3, 2 points in Q, 1 in E, and then Marn. Yeah, you're gonna lose that poke battle, buddy.
A little bit.
Oh, piercing arrow comes out from Aframu as well. Charging up. Lex on this jungle Corki. Gonna try set up a gank. We'll get a red buff down onto Marin. Even cosplaying as Corki. Lex taking it to the next level.
Nice, the Lex level.
IRL. Let's see if it'll actually help him out. Make It Rain comes down onto Demonco. The Hail of Varus as well, and Reckless forced to retaliate. 16 CS to the 19 of Doublelift, so Doublelift currently winning the CS battle.
You know what even adds to the whole cosplay of Lex is actually the stations that the players are put on. Internally we call them sleds. So he's actually playing Ice Toboggan Corki with a Corki hat on a sled playing League of Legends. It's about as real as you can get.
It's his time to shine.
I knew this was going to be a problem casting with you, Freak.
You're welcome.
Well spotted. Demonco's in trouble. The arrow flashed away.
A real man would have juked that.
Look at this. Ice Toboggan Corki. He wants to sled his way into the lane. Early exhaust comes out from Aframu and a heal from Doublelift. They will get away with their lives. There's not enough lane to run into there for Prey and Marin to make that one work, though.
And all these champions generally are pretty strong laners, but the weakness is if a jungler comes in with CC, they just absolutely get wrecked. But the problem is none of these junglers have CC, and you're still looking for plays. You're diving in Urgot, level 5. Do it.
Got no resist.
Tricky.
It's the time to go for it right here. They know the jungler's bot lane.
Can they make this one work?
Oh, good job,
the Acid
Koro.
Hunters are landing. Kora's looking for Marin. The turret is not helping out, though. Marin and Prey make it look easy.
I should have maybe turned around there, did some damage reduction on Prey instead, and try and take him down because the turret aggro shifted there. That was really good positioning there overall for Marin. Barely on the edge of the tower aggro.
Well, you're going to see some really incredible players. Marin still impressing here. And Team Fire, you know, winning this one, which means maybe we could get 250 points here total for Team Fire. I think we could really use some of that. Doublelift and Aframu, the sort of some of the last hopes in the one-on-one bracket, and also the hope of the bottom lane here,
well,
winning by 19 CS.
Luckily for Team Ice, they have Uzi with a strong advantage over BB. Rather. We actually heard him talking in the video saying how every time he plays against Uzi, he loses, and it's unfortunately happening again.
Yeah, but like every world championship that Uzi's been to, he loses in the finals. BB at least wins in the finals when he goes. So, you know, if this is the finals of the Marksmen mode, you know, history has BB in a huge advantage.
Sophistry at its finest.
Yeah, you know, just being pedantic.
I just love the item builds here. Just blades everywhere. Like usually when you see this, like, and you think you're about to get trolled, but Uzi sidestepping a little bit.
So much. The culling will get a lot of damage down, but Uzi's still alive. Not going to make use of the Fate's Call just yet. Actually, who did he mark?
We haven't seen any passive just yet, so we need to go find out.
Urgot.
It should be the jungler or someone who would want to go into the... Yeah, it is the jungler. It's the Corki.
Okay, so I'd love to see Corki do a special delivery in, Fate's Call out.
Oh, that's
Fate's Call in.
That's so troll, by the way.
Valkyrie out.
I forget that exists. Every time I lane and the Corki bases, I think, okay, I have X amount of seconds. His Valkyrie's only this amount of range. I can get.
And he's here.
He's just torpedoes in and just.
And we're a minute away. Special delivery's coming up real soon. Right, Prey jumped onto Valor's back, or Valor jumped onto Quinn's back, however the mechanics work, and he's going to make his way top. Reckless goes forward, Doublelift's low, down to 50 HP. No enchanted crystal arrow yet. Look in the middle lane. Prey comes back. Valor and Quinn. There's the Fate's call. Knock up onto Prey.
Uzi
comes out. Prey's looking to get away. Lex has got himself one. Uzi and Lex now looking to Bebe. He's down to 200 hit points. Got himself a kill.
Uzi's just so good. He just flashes those abilities, flashes, goes in range, then uses the hop to get back out. That guy.
Oh. Yeah. Uzi is like easily, in my mind, still like the best AD carry in the world. Whether or not he gets to go to Worlds or not based on his teammates, this guy is incredible. I am so happy to see him playing again.
There are so many long swords on this game.
Yeah.
Good luck explaining the itemization in the next few minutes.
And especially
the attack damage is really useful.
Yeah. Generally, when you play
Continue.
80 carries, attack damage is the stat you're looking for. Let's watch that again. Just keep in mind here the flash that Uzi's about to pull.
Yeah, she's going to wait for seeing the Q, and then just part of the combo, every Lucian ever is going to dash in with E, auto, and then immediately Q, and just times it out really nicely. And then here, everyone manages to dodge away from the Ezreal ulti and just times it up, and here comes Corki again!
Special delivery! Lex flies forward, gets his second kill of the game onto Morin. Prey's trying to 1v2, but Koro is trying to reduce the Lex is not going to be able to survive, and Koro replies one back, 1 for 2.
Koro did miss a Q, got his jungler killed. I think he has to keep farming, so in the end, he'll win.
Hey, if my jungler is dead, it means he won't take my farm in the lane. I'd rather he die, so this is good. Meanwhile, though, Rush Hour taking down some jungle camps in the bottom lane. They're aware that Corki's gone.
Eventually, themselves that Bramble back.
I like how the support is out CSing the AD carry, by the way, for Team Ice down there. 20 CS for the Ashe, 15 for Corki. Wait, no, Corki's the jungler.
Yeah.
I'm so...
Corki's the jungler.
It's
really weird.
messing with me.
Chain of corruption finds Uzi. Afromoot. Support Varus.
I mean,
Yeah, baby.
Force roaming around there, they do bring the engage to the fight here, so DeMonco, arrows available, Hawkshot comes out, let's see how good his aim is.
Okay.
Hopefully slightly better than the thresholds from last game.
Level 6 and a half is going to be a big deal. I just switched the position of Reckless and Lex on my client so I can actually see like what's going on now between the CS, because I was like, wow, Devil's like really destroying bot lane. Lex not right, he's jungling. I'm bad at this, so.
Right, well, how do we evaluate jungle Corki? This is a question for the ages.
I mean, he's technically gotten ganks off via counter ganking, getting thrown in by Callista, but I don't see why you'd go for it.
Isn't he the most punished by the jungle itemization too? Like Triforce is just made for Corki. Like you want that item, you can almost like duo every single AD carry on a similar level and experience with Triforce as a power spike, and you just completely negate that when you go jungle. But he does bring a very large gap closer, which is perhaps what you need to really get these ganks off. Lauren snooping around, wants to steal that.
No, close.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
disappointed it didn't steal it.
I'm enjoying it.
Anticipation, watching the Mystic shot.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, Prey's got his Warrior Enchant up. Looking for a gank. There's a ping onto Uzi. Uzi's gone a little far forward. Will get slowed down. Red buff is ticking. Trying to skip away, but... Well, the damage is too high in a 2v1.
Oh yeah, no, this is why Quinn is amazing. And like, how are you gonna get away from this? So none of you have hard crowd control. At best, you can like toss a javelin and slow Quinn down before she arrives, but it doesn't even like take a real cooldown. All Prey needs is some mana, and then surprise, you can gank someone for free again. Like, the fact that Quinn wasn't picked up to me is like super silly by Team Ice, even though the rest of the comp I think is very good.
It's Prey technically, hang on.
Reckless is caught out. Ash Arrow locks up Afromu, and Reckless is able to get away thanks to the Arcane Shift. Double Lift is being exhausted. Lex is looking for more.
Nice.
Kill credit goes to DeMonco.
Fantastic re-engage there.
Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff. So a lot of kills, a lot of pressure for this Ash, but of course now more fights in the top lane as Prey going in alongside Marin. Thank you very much. And again, this Urgot is not allowed to build tanky, so a lot of that power is just gone.
Can we technically call it a Rek'Sai jungle? The Prey Seeker? Okay, that's the last one, I swear.
No,
bot lane.
keep going.
Oh, that
Maybe, that's a little bold.
He's going in. That's a 1v3. He's going to flash away from Reckless. Wow, trades. Let's take a look. Yeah, definitely. True shot barrage. Ooh. Don't know if that would have killed. It would have been very, very close.
Everybody fighting over CS as well. Usually you see the supports yield, but they're like, no, I'm playing AD carry. We're sharing this.
Yeah, it's not like they're... I don't think they're maybe even allowed to go for things like Ancient Coins. I think they have to get a Doran's Blade and start landing, and it's like, well, at that point, earn some gold.
AD or AP items only. First big item completed there in the mid lane. Just forgot the name of it. Essence Reaver, thank you.
Gold, bang on even though, action everywhere, but in the end, both teams looking to hit 20,000 gold exactly at the same time.
Fires first, look at that.
Let's take a look. Uzi's coming in here behind Maru.
I like the one guy who cheered.
Koro. A hyperkinetic position reverser. Ren slow might be enough to allow Koro to get in range. Oh, they may not even need it. Just
yes, they do.
Uzi's in trouble. Hyperkinetic position reverser locks Prey down. Koro's looking for more. He's got the damage reduction up. Keeps throwing out those Qs. The auto's blocked, but it will not be enough. He's now turning it back around. The damage reduction working wonders for Koro, but the shield won't keep him up. A 2 for 2. Fire coming out the last laugh.
Yeah, and again, minor plays. Hang on, arrow goes wide. Uzi knew that the soul would come in from Koro, so he kept stacking the rent in case he wanted to rent another target. If he went early, he wouldn't get any other extra stacks. That second kill would have been a lot slower, so that, and of course the fact that he can kill steal with the rent, definitely solid plays here.
Let's take a look. Not a lot of CC, that Ash arrow down. Reckless goes forward. Afro's in trouble. Shane actually connects, so this is going to be good damage onto Lex, but the bullet time from double lift is just off angle. That means Lex can flash away to safety.
It's 10-10, really close game right here. Koro's still holding as best he can up at the top lane. He's got plenty of farm to himself, but he's been really picked on. It's funny, like, the two sort of biggest name players on this team, right, are the ones really getting picked on quite a lot, the high def players on ice.
Oh, thank you, observers. Special delivery. Pick it up, Lex. Let's see. Oh, I absolutely love this.
It's actually the first time I've seen this.
Really?
The actual animation. Usually they come in my lane and just kill me, and then I regret. And I'm like, next time, I will remember.
On the receiving end.
Nope, never do. The thing though for late game is that Koro has teleport, and Teamfire has none. So late game split push and just wave control, you're actually going into a more serious setting. Will definitely be in Ice's favor. Just the amount of split pushing you can generate, you know, roaming doesn't really work that well, especially if you get some blue trinkets. I mean, you're not gonna get picked off by 580 carries. You'll get killed. So, like, you're not going to get caught out by CC. The only thing that's going to work there is really the chain of corruption.
I'm going to watch for item spikes coming up pretty soon. As a streamer, but no supporting items yet for BB on this Lucian. Next time he gets a like a cloak of agility, that's a really huge spike for him. Oh! Okay.
Oh, Lex tries to go over the wall. Oh! It's goal! Keeps him alive! Uzi saves Lex. Massive smile on Uzi's face.
That's awesome.
Lex is happy with that one. Now Marin's in a little bit of trouble.
Just look at that dueling power.
Ken shifts out. Koro holding on to the position of
Versa. He's going to be in turret range. Here comes the damage from the turret, and Marin's just running away. Please, don't pick me. It's too late for him, Koro. Oh, man! Oh, that's just unfortunate.
Marin gets outplayed in the 1v1 yesterday. Makes up for it in the 1v1 today.
Oh, man.
I mean, shouldn't everybody be building Ninja Kami here? Are you kind of do that, right? No, okay. That's why he went Swiftness.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Haha!
No CDR?
He found a loophole. Good shots. That was not great, I'm afraid. Now Lex is going to deliver the double up, actually. Back to Uzi.
Very interesting to see an Urgot not build like CDR boots.
Yeah, I don't know if it's part of the plan of his build, if he's going to get an Essence Reaver later, and he's like planning for exactly 30 CDR.
We'll find out later.
Yeah, I mean,
it's on the next episode of 80 Trade Madness.
Yeah. All right, let's see Prey.
Full squishy Urgot builds.
Making his way into...
Krepo holds the confidence down. Go ahead, Krepo, tell me a story. You want to say something real quick? I'll hold your button for you while you...
So if you...
Okay,
right,
we're doing really well here.
Yeah, so we actually have cough buttons if we do have to cough while casting. I accidentally pressed Travis' cough button.
Thank you for that one.
So if he gets really annoying, crowd, just shout and I'll press it again.
A lot of people really appreciated that gesture, Krepo.
You know, Krepo, you didn't deliver the joke how we wrote it this morning.
It's going to take down the tower in the bottom lane as Prey is set up on Valor's back. Next gets chunked out and the game is somewhat stalled out. There's 1,000 gold in it. And it looks like a trade that Koro has come away worse for wear. Down in this bottom lane. Overall, Fire's just, they got a bit of a lead early.
Yep.
It got balanced up, but truthfully it's been Fire that's been dictating the tempo. And I think it's because of this jungle Quinn. All over the map, all day long. Marin has got no true shot barrage, so no follow-up after.
Yeah, and the later this game goes, just the more explosive it's going to be because the damage is going up and up and up, and nobody's going to be buying any armor, no defenses, so one guy just being in a slightly wrong position will just get blown up immediately.
It's actually really interesting. It actually upgrades the sort of power of the champions who are buying things like Yoma's Ghostblade. Flat Pen is a better stat where no one has armor. Doublelift is getting destroyed by Uzi. Despite being on Team Ice, he has D for fire and blows people up.
Uzi's so good at this game.
He's a bit.
Yeah, it does help if Doublelift overextends.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're this good, battles like this are just Uzi.
Oh, good damage. Demonco's down. Prey's going to be able to get that with the blinding assault building. Otherwise, and true shot barrage just to try wave clear.
Towers melt though if there's a couple of creeps in range, and you got 3 or 4 80 carries whacking away.
So much damage to come out. Koro is going to at least chase them away with that corrosive charge. The threat of those acid hunters. Prey coming up from the river. Dive Uzi, you can do it. Chain of corruption flashed.
Probably the only game mode where supports confidently walk up to try and 1v1 Uzi.
Yeah.
That and every patch with brand support in it.
Well,
Koro.
fine Koro.
Koro, goodbye. Yet one is exactly... I had no jokes for that. Just gonna move on with him being dead. Lex now wants something to do, but his jungle's all been taken away. Now Uzi 1v1 with Afromu proves that he can do it. His teammates cannot. BB steals it away though.
I wish it was 1v1 that Afromu could do what Doublelift never did.
It's not over yet. BB's in trouble. Lex is getting chunked up. Double left from double up. He gets the kill. BB's now alive. And Team Fire, they're now 4,000 gold up. Demonco, you're on the wrong side, my friend. Exhaust will at least keep double up for a few seconds. Kill credit to Prey. Tower falls as well. And Team Fire adamantly in control.
Really impeccable turret juggling as well. They didn't take more than a shot or two on any given champion and just juggled the aggro so incredibly well. Suddenly the mid game has exploded for Team Fire. 5,000 gold up. This Quinn is crazy. 12 kill participation here for Prey.
Yep.
I'm surprised we actually haven't seen the champion actually played in the 5-on-5 modes because I think the champion's insane. And then now we're seeing it really come out here.
Yeah, some really solid plays there. Blue team got iced. Sounds like an Australian ace.
Oh, they got iced!
They got iced, mate!
Can you do this replay in Australian accent, Freak?
Oh yeah, cheers my Uzi going for the jump around. Oh no!
They went down.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That was pretty terrible. that was pretty terrible. Like, kudos for trying. That is, you're a braver man than I.
Okay, next fight you do an American accent.
Really, Observer?
I believe he missed.
I don't think that was worth.
Despite the synergy between being Team Ice and a Jenna Crystal Arrow. Nothing at all.
All right, let's find out what Prey and the rest of Fire can do. They're a little split up inside Ice's jungle. And there's no enchanted crystal arrow. The damage is disgusting. And Demonco will sidestep through the goalpost. He gets dropped by the ignite and Prey is chunked down. Doublelift stays alive. Enough to channel the bullet time, and Koro will not be able to find the Acid Hunter. Prey and Afromu trying to make it out. It's messy, 3 for 3.
That was a terrible American accent. You did not. You did
I'm not even,
right there.
I'm not even gonna try. Like, I concede. You are a braver man than I.
#FreeQuinn.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. I #FreeQuinn that.
So there's a ton of Yoma's Ghostblades, by the way. You're seeing everyone kind of realize what's the best item to get. Prey's gonna one-shot 2 people. Knocks the Ashe backwards so volley goes the wrong way.
Prey no take no kindly to no supports around here.
That was amazing. It's like me trying to say Bjergsen's like name as a Danish fan would actually say it.
Anyways,
it's not Soren Bjerg, and it's like it's about as bad as what you just did.
Back on track. These fights are getting pretty explosive. Look like nobody wants to commit, right? Whenever somebody just gets the bravado to dash in, they just drop immediately. Lex was like, I will carry this game, team. I'm going in. Nope.
What?
Well, Marin's in trouble. This is backing up Reckless. Interrupted that true shot barrage. But here comes Prey, Freak.
Prey wants in. Can you go for the 1v2? Come on. Oh, come on. Come on!
Set you up for failure. That's my bad. I believed in him. I thought he could have done it.
But seriously, on an actual game analysis note, just staying maximum range is really what you want to do here.
And with the exhaust on, it's going to make it really easy to knock down Uzi. He's got the ignite on, though. Afro! Oh, they still can't hit an arrow, but Doublelift will make the 2 on 1 succeed after all. Demonco, though, even on Team Ice, still gets cold.
Oh! With the Evo at the end.
Yep. Have we actually had an arrow hit like literally all game?
Maybe one. Oh, BB?
Oh, I keep getting excited for this. 2-level difference.
Quick keeps like pointing at me like, okay, cast this fight. It's your turn. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And then nothing happens.
I'm just going to stop believing in the action.
It's like NA going to Worlds. I'm like, I'm ready. And then it's just short-lived.
Dude, these are your people. Like, do not throw
Did he drop in a single color? Oh, my lord.
Yeah, he did.
He could have canceled it 3 bullets earlier.
Dimonko should actually maybe should have built CDR boots though. If you're playing an AD carry with the only engage on your team, and you definitely need some more practice on those arrows.
Oh, well, he's getting SP Reaper next, so that'll help. That'll get him to 10%.
A little bit. Maybe he's like, nope.
Yeah, BB's got it.
Jungle. Uzi wants to start the fight and will hop away.
Oh, no fair. It's supposed to be 1v1. Oh, man. BB. Nice.
That's what he was here for. This is his only goal today is beat Uzi.
He's doing pretty good. I mean, look at the score lines.
He's just diving into the fight every time. Just eyes on Uzi every single time.
Uzi's 4 and 8. BB's 9 and 4.
That's not how the laning phase started, but it is how the mid game's played out. All kudos to Team Fire.
Now, we have games with a couple of AD carries here. They generally don't really like warding at all. So if you get 3 of them on your team, vision drops rapidly. So in addition to these guys having really lot of damage, Baron can drop in like 5 seconds.
Well, this is the good thing is preseason buffed AD carries really hard for that because Blue Trinket is like ridiculously good, and they last forever if they don't get cleared. So I can pretend I'm warding a lot. It feels really good.
Let's see. It hit double lift.
All right, first one goes in, true shot barrage, then Corky, then everything. Nothing it could have done except dodge the skill shot. Double lift, and down he goes.
So, arrow hits.
He moves 100 move speed faster by default just by existing as misfortune. Come on, buddy.
6,000 gold lead. Prey. He gets reckless. The blinding assault comes out. Lex is looking for the kill, and the Foss bomb picks it up. Chain of Corruptions has been channeled, and here comes Bebe onto Koro.
The Colling's coming through a whole bunch of damage, and BB gets his 10th of the game. The same score as Prey. Those two putting on the carry pants.
They've all got carry pants on.
I guess, yeah, no more wearing shorts, are they? Actually, that's part of the dress code, isn't it?
Mostly because they're all AD carries. I think
that was what I was going for. Thank you for explaining it, Capo.
Well, I went for the pants side.
What would I do without you? Dimonko's got Essence Reaver. Means there's some CDR on the way.
Probably color commentary.
True.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Don't you hate that phrase?
Can't finish it on air, sadly. I do like my job. Anyways,
why are we following Prey? What are the observers showing us?
I mean, it's just a bird of prey.
There's a hidden message.
How did we not get this, by the way?
The bird of prey?
The bird of prey, carrying him around the map.
See, you messed up the delivery. It was a good line.
Yeah.
You could have used it more powerfully.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on, going in.
Special delivery, speaking of, goodbye.
Well, special deliveries are very
Oh my God, double him! An arrow magnet!
He had flash! He had flash! Just press the button.
I thought he was meant to be a good AD carry.
This is why you put F on Flash, because it's just better players.
Thing is, if you play 1v1 AD carry, you can only get exposed by one guy. But in a mode with 10 AD carries, there's 9 people to expose you.
So let's take a look how this Baron fight plays out. Praise coming into setup. He has smite available.
And he's not going to get it. Blue team picks it up. That's going to be Uzi, and the team fight continues with a whole bunch of ice particles as they've killed basically everyone Afro. One of the only 2 to get a kill in that fight.
Ice, baby. They're back with the Baron.
For now, they're still down 3,000 gold. I believe in Team Fire.
With the split push, oh my lord. Luckily, one thing that's really good against Baron is AD base wave clear, because it only matters against AP. But if they go 1-3 on split push with creeps, I mean, it's so impossible to deal with, like 5 AD carries.
1-3-1 split push in a 580 carry mode. Corky should have access to special delivery now. Lex, don't let me down. He didn't really use the previous one super effectively. Pick it up.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's still working. He's actually like hard. Like, if you were to tell me, like, hey, on Team Ice, right, which player would be hard carrying?
Yeah.
You tell me, oh yeah, the one from IWC, right? Like,
in the jungle.
On a jungle
on jungle Corky to
look at the strategy. Look at the strategy. Delaying, picking up the special delivery to synchronize. He's chatting away. You can see in the player cam in the bottom, there is like legit plan here. Now, Dimonko, he needs to hit this arrow.
He's got one shot.
One opportunity.
This is everything he's ever wanted.
Will he take it?
In one moment.
Does he gonna let it slip. And as I talk about 1-3-1.
And Spaghetti all over Afromu! Down he goes! Meanwhile, Bullet Time making a lot of work, though. Looks like they're going to have to chill out for a bit. Team Fire pushing back in, but Lex. Oh, man, Lex versus BB. BB gets him down. 2 for 3, though. Still advantage to Team Ice. Now double versus Reckless. This could be a good fight for him. What? That European was really deft in dodging all those skill shots there.
Tower still stands from Team Fire in the mid lane, but Ice are not relenting.
I guess I'm the only one with a true appreciation for split push. As we're talking here, 1-3-1, they're gonna take all these towers.
Okay.
Group mid.
Dude, they had the special delivery. Like, you cannot get away from using that spell.
I mean, I'm just saying, Carpo, anytime you start one of your sentences with, but now on a more serious note, you're just setting yourself up for failure, honestly.
I like the fact that Team Ice are synchronizing their entertaining abilities, but the inner turrets still stand, and the game is starting to slow down. Death timers are scaling up.
I love the fact that Koro is the only one with, no, I'm not going to say the only one with a brain, but Black Cleaver here, reducing armor in a mode where nobody's allowed to build any armor.
Sure.
Makes it so efficient
Bunch
overall.
of physical damage teammates benefiting from your armor shred. Even still, though, there's actually 0 Yomus on the side of Team Ice, whereas there's a good 3, which, again, is just a more efficient item. Also, it's a ton of Essence Reapers. You're seeing they're all really spell-based here.
Yep.
Trying to get the spam down because, again, there's limited engage.
Well, let's see if this arrow finds a target. No, doesn't just learn to sidestep, but BB's culling almost hundreds to 0. Demonko, True Shot Barrage will come up very, very shortly for Morin. Fire it, fire it, fire it!
Oh! Nice try, but not quite enough for you. Now, Dragon number 3, move speed for Team Fire. Actually got impeccable Dragon control.
Yeah, really important in this matchup, actually, third Dragon, just the move speed side stepping a lot of these, like, poke skill shots. And more importantly, denying the first Dragon from Team Ice. They would definitely do well with a 6% damage increase overall, so.
Well, that gold lead is shrinking as we hit 30 minutes in the game. And for Team Fire, all of the control that they had built up, starting to dissipate.
You can definitely tell that if Ice got a little overeager there, just diving into the fight is not the approach you want. Hang on, Frey going in 2v1.
No, there's like almost no chance for there. There you go, good pick up there. And again, this is what Quinn does. She's so good at picking targets out. She can make sure that she's not jumping into anything crazy. Guaranteed CC is going to be enough damage to kill your target because all you need to recover from Lex slinks away, dodges the True Shot Barrage as well.
He wanted to use Uzi as an extension for his Q. Hang on.
Oh, Marin. You got him with the Ignite.
Ignite
the synergy bonus with Team Fire.
Well, here comes Prey once again. He bolts onto Demonko. The blinding assault was one piercing arrow from Afromu. An ace for Team Fire. And they are once again poised to even up the points. If they close this game out, Team Fire will be 250 points to the 250 of Team Ice.
So Reckless, you can watch this fight again, him going up against Double. Just after all the skill shots, after all the movements, he's like, well, I'm just going to ult you in the face for 3,000 damage, and there's still 15 to 20 seconds on both the respawn timers. An inhibitor turret at least might go down here.
Oh, no. 1 man, 1 mission.
Failed.
0 man.
0 missions. Although
I think
California, there's plenty of missions here.
It's over.
On towards the Nexus, the respawns are not long enough, and Team Fire ties up the score here at All Stars.
The salt is real. I'm disappointed in Team Ice.
I don't know, man. I just saw a good game. Having fun. Like, logic out of the window, you know, caution out of the window. Let's just dive in and fight each other for a while.
5 Essence Reavers, 4 Youmu's Ghost Blades, a couple of Trinity Forces. Good choice, guys. Yeah, the ability spam-based team comp worked out. I still liked all the CC that Ice had, but Prey was ridiculous good on this. Quinn and BB really stepped up here.
Especially considering how difficult the laning phase was. But I think Prey enabled a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Really, absolutely everywhere on the map. It's great to see the massive smile. Every single player is just in such great spirits, even after Team Ice let down 3 regions with that loss.
But they also, I mean, raised up 3 regions, you know, so it's a bit of a give and take.
Also,
Fire back, you know.
Also, if you step back from this as well, and you think about how in the pick 10, the team composition that the fans at home voted for allowed Team Ice to win.
That's true.
This time around, you give Team Ice the opportunity to pick their own champions, they lose the game. Like, guys at home, you know best.
I can't wait for the double keyboard mouse. Because this mode was a little wonky already, a little chaotic. Just want to see what happens when people don't control their abilities. Nah, fire, please.
I actually got to play a practice mode of that. I played an ARAM with Zyrene. I was mouse, he was keyboard. We realized that the mouse player is like the dominant one because they tell you where to move, they tell you where to aim the skill shots.
Can't you cheat and just get one of those mice with a lot of
With all the buttons on it?
What you do is you just act, you know, it's like on Hacker Typer, you just act like you're doing anything, but actually you're not influencing the game enough. Enhance, yeah.
Great.
So, 250 points apiece now. It makes the rest of the 5v5s even more interesting.
It's like it's scripted, you know, overall, you know.
The 1v1s are still very, very much in favor of Team Ice. 10 players out of the last 16. So we're going to be moving on to that next. But, I mean, it's still up for grabs. I mean, every single match is going to count.
Definitely agree. It's going to be a very awesome battle.
Yeah, the only thing is just if only the 1v1 was a little more evenly distributed. It's just very heavily favored right now for Team Ice, so that might actually tilt it a little bit, again, you know, towards Fire.
I certainly hope so, because, of course, Europe is on Team Ice, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Anyways, thank you very much, gentlemen. We're going to head on stage where Dash is about to talk to BB.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes, I'm standing by with BB as well as Christine, who's going to help us with some translations. So first off, I just have to ask, was that as fun to play as it was for all of us to watch? Because that was nuts.
刚刚那场比赛非常非常精彩。那你玩的时候，大家都觉得很好玩，那你自己打的时候觉得好玩吗？
我自己是觉得就是非常的好玩，因为整场就是很欢乐，然后我都一直在笑这样。
I think it was a very fun game. We were laughing the whole time, so it was very exciting.
Well, that's good. Enjoying it is just as important as winning it, which you did. But I do have to ask you as well, though, because you went into the mid lane in a 1v1 against Uzi, who is another, you know, very, very, very solid ADC. Some would say he's one of the best, if not the best in the world. But in a 1v1 matchup, how did that change your approach? Because you didn't have a support to come along with you.
你刚刚在中路的时候是跟 Uzi 打，那 Uzi 曾经是世界最强的 ADC。那你们在中路对线的时候没有了 support 的支持，那你刚刚对线的有什么想法呢？
我觉得就是压力非常大，就是我觉得我不管怎样都打不太赢他。就是假如说我路线一个 Q 技能放出去，可是他一定可以跳过去闪过掉这样，所以我觉得压力很大。
He had a lot of pressure going up against them because he was always able to dodge the Q no matter what. So it was very stressful for him playing against Uzi.
Absolutely. And then, of course, I have to ask you, I'm sure you had an idea of which ADC was the strongest going into the game, but now that you've played it all out, in your mind, who is the strongest marksman that we have out there?
你觉得打完这场之后，哪一只角色、哪一只英雄是最强的射手呢？
我觉得最强射手应该是库奇，因为他的大绝真的可以让人家伤害很高，然后会让人家觉得好帅哦，像飞出去这样。
I think Corki is the strongest. He does a lot of damage, and his ult is very, very cool. You can fly out, and it's very cool.
That's very interesting. I think a lot of people would have pointed towards like Quinn or Lucian, for example. You were zeroing people out with that ultimate. You know, final question. With that win, you guys have now secured yourself, you know, kind of back into the race in terms of points. What's your confidence that Team Fire can come away with a victory at the end of this tournament?
你们这样子打完这场比赛之后 ，Team Fire 跟 Team Ice 的点数持平了。那你们现在对于 Team Fire 获得这场全明星赛的胜利，你觉得有多少信心？
虽然我们昨天不小心输了，但是我觉得我们接下来比赛还是会赢的，就是火队一定会赢。
Even though we lost a few games yesterday, I think I'm confident that Team Fire is going to come back.
I like to hear that confidence. So once again, congratulations, BB, on the victory there. Thank you for taking a moment to talk with us. And Christine, of course, thank you for the translations. It's time to throw it back to the desk, though, to get their thoughts on that match.
Thank you very much, Dash. And while BB said it, confident of coming back. And they are equal now with Team Ice, 250-250. So we learned that Corki's very strong. His special delivery is very strong. As predicted. Anything else that you were caught off guard by? Quinn absolutely dominating, as we thought as well. Kindred?
Yeah, the Quinn jungle, his actual PvE part of the jungle was not so good, but his ganks is roaming around.
Yeah.
His actual Quinn play, we know when they got to the mid game and team fighting was really strong.
So I was a little bit disappointed with the EReport pick. I was sitting and doing the games, and you're like, why doesn't he just build tank? And then you guys yelled at me that he couldn't, and I realized...
That's what made the mode fun!
Exactly! So I realized ERGOT is honestly pretty bad, because you have to build damage, you're always going to do less damage than the other 80 carries, and also you have to go tier, which takes too long to stack, and there's like fights all the time, so I wasn't really a fan of that.
Also, he's in the top lane, he can just waddle around, he has no escapes, they ganked him over and over and over
I mean,
again.
Quinn can gank everything, that's why she's so strong in the jungle, and obviously would fit in well. Surprised she wasn't on both teams as well.
That Corky, though.
That Corky was OP.
Anything that you were caught off guard by, you were like, oof.
I mean, I wasn't caught off guard, but Essence Reaver came out as a really good item. I think Fire had 5 of them, and there was like 3 or 4 on Team Ice. So I guess the team with more Essence Reavers run one.
Or Rage Blades and other modes.
And more Ghost Blades.
4 Ghost Blades, or 3, I think it was, on Team Fire as well. Super strong, obviously very quickly they could fight, but yeah, cooldown reduction. When these 80 carries here, the mobile 80 carries did the best. Especially again with the cooldown reduction, like Lucian can just dodge around all the time, and that was super effective. Kalista as well, I mean, it just felt like 1v1, you just, like the items don't fit you right now as a Kalista. So you're never gonna, like, you're not gonna be that strong that you can just duel someone or take them down easy. Like Uzi always had some trouble in mid lane, after he had a good play in the start though.
Yeah, we had actually Ice that were banking on the really good wombo combos later. We have some replays of that. Well, they initiated with the arrow, and if it hit, everyone came. Let's run the replay out. A lot of times it was on double lift though, sad for him, but it was a nice combo.
Yeah, fire the arrow at the 2 80 carries that don't have dashes. You have a pretty good chance. And more often than not, it did find double lift, and more often than not, he also died from it.
What do you think, Chris?
I mean, if you play immobile 80 carry and you have no flash, then you just it's unlucky.
That's what
Let's
you're
do the
asking
special delivery to follow
into
it
the
up.
wall.
This the ultimate as well.
Well, Lex did make up for the early game by banking up a lot of kills, but apparently Corky is really, really, really OP, so there we go. A lot of good combos from Ice, but it wasn't enough, Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, this is just what made this mode my favorite mode to watch. This was way better than the pick 10 thing, because you have lots of mobility and lots of damage. Then you get exciting plays. Like that's how people are going to be.
And 80 carries obviously superior in terms of mechanics.
I mean, we all knew that, but also the pick 10 match was kind of unbalanced because Korea had some slightly worse.
You gotta put them at a disadvantage somehow.
Yeah, Alice at Brown bot lane didn't go so well, and
I mean, we even saw some strategy here. Like the 2 supports were playing utility 80 carries, Ashe and Varus. So there was some strategy coming in, and then it was just go ham, basically, from there.
Yeah, and it was for Team Fire ranking up another 50 tournament points to their score. That means that things are all tied up now with Team Ice. 250 on both sides. Very interesting. Well, it's super close. After yesterday, it kind of seemed like Ice were going to win with a landslide, but it was only day 1, and it's all squared out. So...
Well, we still have the 1v1 advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, Team Ice, not we.
We?
Team Ice.
All right.
I'm with him. He's the coach of one of the teams. That's why I mean we.
It's the same thing as the EU against NA.
Yeah.
It's like, first you win, then you let it come back a bit, so it seems like it's exciting, and then now we stomp them.
I see. Secret strategies. We'll see. Well, we need to step away for just a moment, but when we return, it is time to hit the Howling Abyss as the 2015 All-Stars go mano a mano. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
But you guys can speak Russian if you want. I will just play silently. Yeah, that's okay for me. And I will just laugh if something funny happens. Yeah.
Prey's trying to 1v2, but Koro is trying to reduce the... Oh! Lex is not going to be able to survive.
Oh, it's coming.
Corky.
Wow. It's too late for him, Koro. Oh, man! Down Uzi. He's got the Ignite on, though.